to meet you again after 2 years. I was here in 2008. Now back again. And share with you what's happening with us and around the world on the issues that you have been talking about all these times. Before I talk about it, can I propose a big applause for results, volunteers who have done miracles? Said in video what I had to say about the results. Wonderful impact they make in the decision-making process. It's a methodology that they have developed themselves, how to get into the places of decision-making in a way they cannot avoid listening and acting on those recommendations that the results come up with. And we have seen the results of it over years, how it worked out. And I wonder all the time how such a difficult process is accomplished by volunteers. You don't have any big structure or paid staff going around and mobilize things. This is not a PR agency or anything like that, just citizens working together to make their voice heard. And we have seen, particularly in the context of microcredit, how the debt one benefited from the results support. The other video that Gail Ferraro just showed, about the 2.5 minutes video, is about a program in Queens in New York called Grameen America. So this will be a feature-length. This is a feature-length film which will be released. This is a documentary. Actually, Gail Ferraro sat down for months and months with her camera open, what's going on, collected all those pictures and edited it up to let you see what microcredit is all about in your own neighborhood. And it started in Queens in January 2008. We didn't choose the year 2008 for any particular reason. Simply that's the time the funds were available to get it started. But you remember what happened to 2008. The financial crisis happened a few months later. So here we are doing microcredit in Queens, and people are borrowing without any collateral, without any guarantee, without any reference, without any past history, and paying back in a weekly basis, exactly the way we do it in Bangladesh. And repayment has remained near 100% all the time. It's over 99%. An amazing thing is, while this is expanding, and people are paying back every penny, every day, every week, almost on the other side of the road, the big banks are collapsing and melting away with all their collateral, all their legal formulations and all their brilliant methodologies and so on. These are the conventional banks of their type in Bangladesh who were telling me in 1976 when I wanted to borrow a few dollars for the people in the one village, rejecting them that it's impossible for a bank to lend money to the poor people because they are not creditworthy. So in 2008 in New York, I was telling the journalists who were asking questions about Grameen America, what he wants to do, what is our future plan. I said you should also write or raise a question with everybody. Who is creditworthy now? So all over the world, still bail them out. Isn't it a good time that we kind of unpack the whole thing and redesign the whole financial system so that nobody is rejected from that system? All your arguments that you have to build a wall beyond which you cannot function as a financial institution for the poor people, that doesn't stand anymore. So if you have to go back, you have to start all over again, making it a totally inclusive system. Still we have time, we have not gone back to the normalcy that we are all looking for. And I keep reminding that let's not rush to get to the normalcy until we have redesigned things. Because if you rush to the normalcy, we go back to the old normalcy, the old track. And the old track will lead us to the same crashes that we have faced, maybe bigger ones. So this would be a good time to fix it up, lay down the new tracks so that we can move smoothly forward. But that's not happening yet. So in New York, Queens did very well. First branch was there, and the second branch, because people were coming from other parts of New York City to borrow from the program that we run in Queens. They're coming from distant places. So the second branch was open in Brooklyn, which is also working very well. Now I go to New York in this trip, and in this trip we'll be launching the third branch in New York, which will be Manhattan. So there will be 3 branches. And while it's working well, some people from Omaha came to see us that we like your program so much, we'd like you to start this program in Omaha, Nebraska. We said, sure thing, you just give us the money, we do the job. They said, money is no problem, we'll give you all the money you need. And you do it because we have the same problem, probably more acute form in Omaha than you see in Queens. So about 8 months back, we started that program in Omaha and working beautifully. This year we are invited in Washington, D.C. to start a branch in New York, Washington, D.C. So we'll be starting a branch in Washington, D.C. this year. Another one will be launched in San Francisco because they offered us the money to go and work there. So it can be done everywhere. It's same problem is the same. It's not only a problem in other countries. Most interesting thing that I learned in the process in doing this in New York. In Grameen Bank, many of you are familiar that as you join the group in Grameen Bank, you start taking loans. The first condition is that you have to open a savings account in the bank so that every week you put tiny little money in your account. Not only you take a loan, you also save some money. It may be a dime, it may be nickel, doesn't matter. But every week you must save something. In Bangladesh we do it all the time. It continues. So we wanted to repeat the same thing here because we follow all the principles of Grameen Bank. Since we are not a bank in this country, we cannot take this money ourselves. So we have to go to a bank to open the account and put the money. No